Okay, we were finishing up talking about theory of mind development. Um, I think more and more that pragmatic aspect of language is becoming more. People are paying attention to it more, and so you might have parents kind of concerned about that component of language development. So it's something you might run into in the future. So it's important to be very familiar with it. So counseling is designed to help develop strategies. It's where you get information from the patient, you let them tell their story, clarify their problem, and then we develop goals, action plans, and implement the plan based on their individualized difficulties. Okay? So remember I mentioned FM systems. Most of you are probably familiar with FM systems, but an FM system refers to a frequency modulated system. It's basically like a radio system. The speaker, often the teacher, wears a microphone that is transmitted to some kind of device. Nowadays, they go straight from here to the hearing aid without this intermediary device, but some of them still have it. So if a child has a hearing aid, you can put a boot on the back of the hearing aid and get an ear level. We call that an ear level FM system. And so I'll show you a picture of those in a second. So the ear level is really what you use in the schools or any place where they have access to an FM system. So here is a visual. These right here are pocket talkers. They're like what you would use if I had a patient, when I was the director of a clinic in Abilene, Texas. If we had a patient in the hospital who was having difficulty hearing the surgeon or the physician or the nurses or what have you, we would take over one of these to help with ADA compliance. This right here is an FM system at ear level. So this is the child's hearing aid. But then you have this little boot that goes on the bottom, and the FM system plugs directly into that. Okay, so these are all, and this is a DAI cable, and they don't use these very much, but like if the teacher was playing a movie, they could plug that in and then plug it into the bottom of the kid's hearing aid, and the DAI stands for direct audio input cable. Okay, so those are some FM systems that are currently out there. Again, most of the time you're going to see something like this, the ear level FM system, because that is the most effective. And essentially what the FM system does is it reduces the effective distance between the talker and the listener. Okay, it used to be we want every kid to be right up front, first row in class, and that's not the case now. We usually recommend they go back into the second row so they're not like looking up at you. So a little bit, not in the back, but not directly in the front. And so anytime the kid is spaced out from the speaker, you can lose sound pressure level. And there's something called the inverse square law, which essentially every time you double the distance from a speaker sound source, you lose about 6 decibels, right? So, depending on where the child is in different classes, the information, the sound pressure level at the level of the hearing aid might be reduced, and that is why FM systems are used. Okay, so that's it for hearing aids, and I will be posting more videos as well.